And for more, the opposition's Treasury spokesman Joe Hockey joins us now from Canberra. Joe Hockey, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, Virginia.
Are you at all worried about the potential of an electoral backlash against the opposition, given that you've just voted out or you've just amended in such a way that the government can't accept legislation that the majority of Australians voted for?
No, Virginia, that's preposterous. Last night at 2:30am, the Senate unanimously voted to kill work choices. Work choices is dead. The Labor Party voted for the bill, the Greens voted for the bill, the Liberals, the Nats, 2 independents, they all voted to kill work choices at 2:30am this morning. Now, if the Labor Party comes back into the House of Representatives and wants to have a technical debate about 15 versus 20 as a part of a definition of a small part of the bill, then they are simply playing politics. And if they want to delay it, that's their call. I mean, they want to keep work choices in play, that is their call. But let me just tell you, this is pathetic. If they are trying to spin a line out there today that somehow the coalition voted against their mandate, that's rubbish.
But it's an argument they can actually make. I mean, the brinksmanship cuts both ways. All sides and also some individual senators are, for reasons that seem to bewilder most of us, fighting to the death over this definition of small business.
Yeah.
But the only real, I guess, Joe Hockey, the only real independent view on this is that the definition of 15 was put to the voters as part of the proposals by the then opposition. They were voted in, so surely that's the view that gets to prevail.
But you know what, Virginia?
That's the only tested view out there, really.
Well, let me tell you about another tested view. Julia Gillard said that you could take her mother into captivity if she went beyond the existing work choices right of entry laws. And the Labor Party put a bill to the Senate that went well beyond the right of entry laws. Now, we're looking for her mother to put her into captivity because that's what Julia Gillard offered if she went beyond her election policy, and she did. So, come on, I mean, let's be fair dinkum. We remember the fact that the coalition went to the electorate on a number of occasions, committed to selling Telstra, and the Labor Party and the Independents blocked it in the Senate. We remember that the coalition went to the election with a 10% GST on everything. The Senate blocked it until it was amended, took out a whole range of different things. The coalition got on with governing the country.
So is this a little bit of payback, is it? I'm interested that you're bringing up that history, Joe Hockey.
But you know what, Virginia? The amendment was moved by an independent. It was moved by Senator Xenophon to have 20 employees. It was moved by an independent, not by the coalition. The coalition wanted 25. We lost the vote. We didn't get 25. The government wants 15. They lost the vote. So now it turns out the compromise is 20, moved by an independent. That's what's in the bill. If the Labor Party play games with it, well, you know, I think the unions, most of all, should be very upset.
Do you think that the government might start thinking about using this, if the time is correct and if the 3-month gap takes place, as some sort of trigger for a double dissolution election?
Can I tell you, Virginia, we had an IMF report overnight that said that the world is heading into a very deep recession. You've got a government that's coming up with panicked stimulus packages. It's got a deficit that is out of control. It's raising $2 billion a week in new debt, most of which is being borrowed overseas. And if the government starts playing games about calling elections, well, you know, they deserve to get kicked out. And just like in Queensland today, Anna Bligh tried to go early with an election. I think there'll be a significant swing against Anna Bligh because people don't want politics, they want leadership. And if the Labor government is focused on politics, they'll be punished for it. Do
you think Anna Bligh's government will be kicked out at the weekend?
Look, I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that Lawrence Springborg has run a fantastic campaign. They've focused on the future of Queensland. Anna Bligh's had a terrible campaign. Her team is clearly divided. The people of Queensland will decide on Saturday.
Has it been difficult over the last few weeks for the opposition to try and get on the front foot in terms of a positive view about what it believes in and what it stands for? There's been commentary recently, and particularly about your leader, Malcolm Turnbull, that you're in opposition now of no. Just we know very much what you don't believe in and what you don't stand for, but not much of an argument about what you do. Is that the next challenge for you?
Well, Virginia, we've tried to get it out. It's not particularly newsworthy, perhaps, but Malcolm Turnbull gave a speech on the 24th of January that was one of the most detailed speeches given by an opposition leader, certainly on climate change. And it was a very good speech, which is on his website. We presented an alternative package in relation to the stimulus package of between 15 and 20 billion, focused on small business and a range of other things. We don't control the way the public hears all the news. I wish we did sometimes. Even when we were in government and we owned the ABC, we couldn't control what was said. So, quite frankly, we can only do our best, and we've got to keep trying.
Well, we're always happy to have you on the program to hear those points of view, Joe Hockey. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, Virginia. I really appreciate that.
No worries.
I wonder if Labor's put Julia Gillard's mother into a safe house somewhere this morning.
Oh, goodness me.
Now here's Vanessa O'Hanlon with the weather. Vanessa.
Thanks, Joe. And the combination of a low, if we get up the maps now, we can have a look that there is a low out here. It is combined with the trough, and it will bring some showery winds to eastern Queensland. Plus,